So, I'm just coming back from my hospital orientation. The time right now is 8:05. I got here at 8 o'clock for an orientation that lasted 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm annoyed. I just drove 25 minutes for this. Hey everyone, I thought I would start another vlog just because I'm at the end of winter break and a new year is starting and a new semester, I guess, kind of is starting, new rotation, and then of course CaRMS interviews are coming up in 2 weeks, which is insane. I thought it would be a good time to vlog because I feel like my head is going to explode with all of the things I'm trying to keep straight in the next 3 weeks, and someone was asking me how my semester is gonna go, basically, and I was like, well, why don't I just try to tell you the next 3 weeks, which are 3 different things that I have to do. So starting tomorrow, which is Monday, we have a week of class, but it's mostly going to be interview prep and practice for our OSCE, which is an objective structured clinical exam. Basically it's physical exam and history taking skills, and this is our general, like, 4th year medicine OSCE, so basically everything we've learned through med school, including, you know, everything from pediatrics, gynecology, like so many topics can be on there, so it's a lot to study. And they unfortunately like released the list of topics 2 days before winter break started. And so many people had winter break plans, and I just feel bad, like, including me. I was gone in Toronto for the past week, and so many people are on vacation, and I'm sure nobody wants to study over winter break, but it turns out our OSCEs are a week from now, basically, on a weekend. So this week in school will be a lot of practice, and I don't know, maybe they'll have some kind of talks on more ethics and that kind of thing. So that's this coming week. Sunday I do my OSCE, and then the next week I start my next rotation, which is emergency, and I do a couple of shifts of that, but then right in the middle of that rotation is CaRMS interviews, so it's just smack in the middle of that rotation. So then I start my CaRMS interviews. For 3 weeks I travel to different places, and that's just a whole nother stress in itself because of booking flights and hotels. But the flights are so time sensitive because you have to, like, get out of one city in the evening, try to make it to the next city, and get a good night's sleep before your next interview. So it's just gonna be chaos, and I feel like chaos in my head. And I just gotta show the state of my room, which is absolutely disgusting right now, and I don't usually live like this at all. You know, laundry, stethoscope, clothes, crap everywhere, just because I just got back from Toronto a day ago, and I come back and I have to do all this stuff and study for an OSCE and try to think about everything that I have to book for my interviews, and then somehow, like, do 1 or 2 ER shifts, which is just gonna be so random, and then I, like, go off to interviews and I come back and finish the rest of my rotation. So everything just feels like so scattered. I've never felt like such a scatterbrain in my life. So I just wanted to document this fun time in my life for the vlog and just give you an idea of what it's actually like when it's not very, you know, nice and organized, and definitely don't have my life put together right now. So yeah, I know I'm a 4th year medical student. I know we're at the bottom of the food chain. I know that nobody really cares about us or our time, but this is one of those moments where you feel like, what the heck? Like, was this really necessary? Couldn't I come for orientation 5 minutes before the start of my shift? Yeah, so this is one of those reasons why I'm looking forward to not being a medical student anymore, being a resident. At least things feel like they're more structured. I mean, I'm sure that in 6 months I'll watch this and laugh because probably get abused even more as a resident and have my time wasted even more. Just waiting for my car to warm up so I can go back home to, like I said, do interview prep for CaRMS interviews that start tomorrow. They don't start tomorrow, but I fly out tomorrow. So I have a crazy schedule of going from here to Halifax, Halifax to St. John's, St. John's to Ottawa, Ottawa I'm going to take the train down to Kingston, Kingston I'm going to take the train down to Hamilton, and then Hamilton I'm going to fly back home. So that's just week 1, and it's just going to be one after another pretty much. I got maybe like a day or 2 in between at most, but it's just going to be awesome. I'm very excited. Some people are very stressed out, you know, understandably so. They might have like very particular programs that they want to attend, or maybe they have family and they have a spouse, so they have to be really stringent on where they can get in and do well, but I'm pretty much just excited. The other thing with this whole CaRMS tour, I guess is the only thing you can call it, is I'm actually very excited to just be visiting these Canadian cities that I think I wouldn't otherwise. So like, when else in my life am I gonna go to St. John's, Newfoundland? And then even Vancouver. Like, I've never been to Vancouver just for like anything other than a flight layover, pretty much. And even if I do go to Vancouver, I'm not going to get to do the unique stuff that I'm doing this time around. So I actually arranged a tour of the Victoria campus, so that's in Vancouver Island. So, you know, if I were to say go on a trip with my family to Vancouver or friends or whatever, I honestly don't think that we would make it out to these kind of unique sites, but now I'm gonna get to see all of Vancouver Island, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, I'm really taking advantage of this. I'm like, I just know that it'll not only help me practice for like have more practice for interviews, but at the same time I'm getting to see this beautiful country that we live in from coast to coast, feeling like a rock star. So yeah, I'm really excited. Exciting stuff. Just walking around in Halifax. This is not the most scenic part. Once I get to the ocean, I'll take a better shot. But I'm here, I'm on CaRMS tour, I'm ready to interview. Not really, not at all actually. I'm more ready to have fun. See how cute? I wish these places were open. Dave's Lobster, why aren't you open? So, hello again from Halifax. This is downtown here, leading out to the shore. On a dock, obviously, with a life vest and everything. And this would be lovely if there wasn't snow on the ground, I'm sure. There's all these little shops up right along the dock, like lobster rolls and crab shack and poutine. All of that I'm sure would be delicious if they were actually open. I'm really disappointed to see everything's closed at 4 o'clock on a weekday, but I guess it's just because of the cold. I guess I should give you a breakdown of what I'm actually doing today and tomorrow while I'm here. Today I got in at 6:30 in the morning on basically an overnight flight that, I don't know, it wasn't as bad as I expected. I actually managed to get maybe an hour or 2 of sleep, which is way more than I usually do, and I didn't feel like complete crap when I got off the plane. And then I basically got to the hotel where I'm staying with my classmate and crashed. Got a good 4 or 5 hours of sleep there, so I think I'm set. Now it's a question of how I'm gonna actually sleep tonight, because, you know, I basically woke up at 3 p.m. Anyways, today we have the resident social planned for 6 o'clock, which is in about an hour. And I'm just gonna go to that. The whole idea is just to talk to residents, see how they like the program, see the ups and downs from a you know, from a perspective of someone who's in their program, not just the administrators trying to sell their program. And obviously to socialize and network and make some friends, hopefully. Tomorrow morning, first thing, you know, bright and early, is the interview at 8 o'clock. It's set up like, I think, a few one-on-one interviews where you talk to the program director or different staff on the team, and then you have 2 patient scenarios, or patient I don't know what they called it, patient encounters or something, where I think the point of that is just to test your communication skills. So it won't be the, you know, take a psychiatric history or give me a mental status exam. It'll be more so make sure you're polite and make sure you're empathetic and kind. So beautiful, hey? So the weather definitely took a turn for the worse. It has been blizzarding for the afternoon. I'm getting pellets in the face. In St. John's, Newfoundland. What is this sorcery? Hello, Ottawa. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm at the train station, and I don't think I've ever been at a train station ever. So this is different. It's nice. So we got shawarma from Shawarma Palace, which is supposed to be the best shawarma in the world, at least in all of Canada. Big heaping serving for about $14. Holy. This is Hamilton, McMaster University. I loved it. Finally, almost home. Just one more 45-minute flight left.